You hear me now, Mike? That's too bad. That means for the last 30-some minutes I've been talking, it hasn't been recording anything I've said. That's alright. I did, as far as discussion goes, I did already talk about the new side games that the Pokemon Company is commissioning through the Facebook gaming portal. So now there are, I mean, one of them seems like it's only an Asian Pacific region only game, which is called Pokemon Battle Medallion. And the other one is Pokemon Battle Tower, which seems to be kind of like a knockoff or like an undercooked Tetris of sorts. I mean, neither of which really seem to be like my type of Pokemon game, like one I would necessarily enjoy playing all too much. But I do like to see that the Pokemon Company at least is branching out with other companies, and oh jeez, I just can't. I'm terrible. I just like to see that they're actually trying out other formats, other companies, other game types, just trying to add to that Pokemon experience. I mean, oh man, my neck. Pokemon Go and Pokemon Masters ended up basically being gold. I mean, both those games have become extremely successful. Are very popular, very powerful, very popular games. What's up, buddy?
I think my coffee.
Oh, you already want it off?
Yeah.
That was short-lived. You know, and Pokemon Masters is one of those unsuspecting ones. Nobody really thought it was going to do that great at the very beginning, but it's actually, you know, still stayed pretty strong. So who knows? You know, maybe one of these days they'll have a side company that actually can pull off Pokemon in a way that we haven't seen before, and will provide a game that all of us just love. Now I can't see what's in front of me. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I saw that on Discord. I actually responded back to you. I don't think it was my brother. I don't think it was Duck, because he, his internet, for one, is really terrible. So he, like last night even when we were doing the stream, he was trying to trade with you, but he wasn't even able to connect with his terrible internet. They live kind of out in the sticks. And since he literally just started, like, last week, he just got his 3rd badge a couple days ago. Don't think he'd be in the position to have a shiny Gigantamax Gengar at level 100. I mean, I just saw him yesterday, and he didn't have one then, so don't think it was him. So I'm wondering who it was that was on the stream that traded that to you, because that's amazing. Like, really amazing. That's too bad. Hopefully they come back. I mean, I know that yesterday that I think it was Evil Tires, he was on here. Was it him that was looking for a Gengar? Somebody was on here specifically looking for a Gengar, I thought. I don't remember who it was, if it was either Evil Tires or if it was, oh gosh, what was the other one? The one that's, I could check because that was the one that subscribed to my channel. New subscriber. Kind of a cool name too, if I remember correctly. I know you're there. I do too. Okay, let me go to my studio. I'll check. Oh, no, that was not the one I was thinking it was. Never mind. That was a different one. So, yeah. I'm not really sure. Hopefully they come back into a stream and we can figure it out. But, hella good luck. I mean, honestly. That you were able to get a trade like that. So, that's awesome. I'm just continuing on here in Circasture. I'll send you a pic on Discord of the Pokemon. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I definitely believe you. I do. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form you're lying. It's just crazy to me. You know, like, it's crazy when that stuff happens. You know, it's like one in a million chance, you know? That you came across like somebody that was willing to do that for you and whatnot. But I'd still love to see a pic, and I will, if you send it to me, I can definitely include it in my videos. You know, let everybody know, like, hey, come over to my streams and you can get some rare trades. I've actually been wondering too. I mean, yeah. Obviously, there's a way to hack this game. There's hackers and modders and stuff all over the place, but sometimes I really wish there wasn't, because it just clouds, you know, the skepticism of how rare some of these Pokemon are. I would hate to think that that person that traded it to you might have hacked it into the game or something. Not to accuse them like they did, because who knows? Maybe it was. I mean, it could have very well been totally legitimate. It's just sad that we live in an era where there's even any skepticism at all. Like, oh, well, maybe they hacked it. That'd be sucky if they did, but maybe they did. If they didn't, that just makes it even better. There's also actually, I noticed that there was another YouTuber I watched. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Proto Mario. He was actually sponsored by a company that I was interested but skeptical over that sells you Pokemon. They actually sell you shinies and G-Maxes. They sell you Master Balls and all sorts of other rare items. You can buy them for legitimate, like, cash money. And, I mean, obviously they'd be hacked Pokemon in a sense. Otherwise, I don't really know. It would take a lot of work in some of those cases. What the heck am I doing? It would take a lot of work, I feel like, in those cases to get all those shinies, especially to be able to sell them off at a rate where you just have a plentiful number of them sitting around to sell. I mean, I know Proto got a lot of flack for letting that company sponsor his video. A lot of people in the comments were like, Proto, this is totally not legit. So you just checked its stats, and its original trainer was Novanity YT? Was the Novanity YT? The Novanity? Are you saying the Novanity YouTube? Never, ooh, I found my cell phone. I've never heard of Novanity before, or No Vanity. I'd be very curious to look it up, though. Wish I could put these things away now that I've made it to the end. Yeah. Nice. Good. Alright, here we go. Vanity is a YouTuber who gives away shiny G-Max mono streams. Oh, really? Wow. So, whoever was on my stream must have been as part of their stream. And, you know, maybe they just had a couple extras and they were feeling, you know, gracious. I'm going to use this match to show the crowd that my Pokemon are unbeatable. So, let's get this over with, Challenger. Good luck. I'm going to have to check out No Vanity's YouTube page now. Just because I'm really interested. That's really awesome, though. So, with your experience with No Vanity, then, that means that, I mean, you're at least guaranteed it's not a hacked Pokemon, then, correct? They're at least a pretty legitimate operation over there at No Vanity. Okay, I always forget that Timberl is Water Rock. Barber Rock. Nice. That's That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, congratulations then, Mike, because that's an awesome find. I mean, from what I understand, finding a Gengar in the max raid battles is rare to begin with, so to find a shiny Gigantamax Gengar in a max raid battle, I'm sure was really difficult for that person to find, and then for you to end up with it's like I said, that's like 1,000,000 to 1. Keep up, brother. That's really cool. Dynamax Intellion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't want to listen to me anymore. Should have switched out. Take care of some business. Yeah, I'll just switch out with Cohen now. Cohen's my OG starter. No, I'm gonna send out Cohen. Cinderace wouldn't do very well in this gym because there's Rock Pokemon. Rock is good against fire. Stonejana. This is my first time seeing Stonejana in game. Okay. Careful. Dynamax power. Also, Mike, speaking of Discord, I was just reading that through the chat. Speaking of Discord, and I just saw that you sent me that image. I'll take a look at it again. Definitely make sure to share that link and spread it around. Invite anybody you think would enjoy being part of the Discord server. I hadn't really planned to make a Discord server until I got more subscribers, you know, just because I figured then I would have more of a community to actually make up one. No, I can't do it with Dynamax. But I'm all for having one now, and I love the opportunity to communicate with the people that watch my videos and get feedback and everything too. So share it with everybody you know. I'm gonna start linking to it in my videos also. I think I forgot to in this video, but. But I will start linking to it in my videos also, along with all the other social links I have. Colossal. Ooh, that one could be tricky because we're going to go up against a fire and rock on that one. So we will see. And he's going to Gigantamax. You want to see Gigantamax Colossal? He's about to Gigantamax this thing. Just in time for me not to be able to take him down, probably. Because this isn't going to do much damage. Or just kind of an ego freak. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't... Mike, you got a really great point. I wasn't trying to excessively level up my Pokemon. I was kind of trying to stay around where I should be at, but through doing Dynamax or the max raid battles and stuff and getting candies and whatnot, and I got kind of carried away with a couple of them. And then he also, yes, that was. Well, actually, that was Max Glow. I don't know what he just did to me though. I wasn't paying attention. And then, like, you level them up with the candies, and then you go into battles on top of it, and you do a couple of gyms and stuff like that. It just ended up getting a little bit carried away from what I actually originally wanted. I like to usually keep myself right along where I should be, so it's not like I'm just coming in and sweeping gyms like it's nothing. I mean, it makes it more fun when it actually feels like you have a challenge. Although, on the flip side of that, it is nice in a sense that the end of this game isn't taking me forever. I don't really have every single day to sit and play it like I would like to. I can at least progress through and get the storyline completed. But I don't know, yeah. I probably won't be giving these Pokemon any more candies at all, just allowing them to level up naturally until the end of the game, and then I'll probably give them some more candies once I start getting any competitive and stuff. That way I can get different moves that I need. That was impressive. Rules are rules. Here, take the rock. Take this rock badge.
Whoa!
Woo! Rock badge. 6 badges down. 2 to go. Game volume is too loud. How is that? Is that better?
I want to get the ice cream.
The ice gym.
Yeah.
So what's this stream about? Hi, Shadow Charizard 99. So I mean, mostly right now I'm just kind of playing through Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go. I'm playing through Pokemon Sword. I was kind of discussing a little bit ago the brand new side games that were coming out for Pokemon. I also have a couple of other things I did want to discuss here still today, as far as side things outside of Pokemon are concerned, because I'm just a nerd like that. So usually in my News with Nokis on Sundays, I have a whole list of different news stories that I break down, from Pokemon to Marvel to Star Wars to Disney to everything else, you know, that I like to watch and enjoy. I figured today I usually do a Thursday midweek discussion where I follow up on those stories, and I kind of wanted to start morphing it into my opinions and thoughts and just kind of a free-form discussion about it. So I figured maybe I could kind of merge my live streams and my Let's Play with that discussion so that I could kind of have a bit of a more of an open platform to just sit and ramble about these things, I guess. But yeah, I mean, there isn't anything really too formal today. Like I said, I had a couple of stories I want to talk about regarding Marvel and Star Wars. And I already got the Pokemon thing out of the way. The 2 new games that came out are for the Facebook gaming portal, and they're not really the most impressive games in the world. One of them's Pokemon Battle Tower, which is kind of like an undercooked Tetris, and the other one is Pokemon Medallion Battle or something like that. And that one's only for Asia, like the Pacific region. And they just look like, you know, kind of time filler games, essentially. Nothing that I would probably dive too much into. But I was saying that it's cool that the Pokemon Company is giving the rights out to more third-party developers in order to make these games. But yeah. I mean, as far as Marvel goes, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, there's actually a couple of things that have just been blowing the internet up lately, if you're a Marvel fan at all, which has been, for one, the tweet exchange, I guess you'd call it, between Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine, and Brie Larson, who plays Captain Marvel. It started very simply with Don Cheadle posting a picture of the 2 of them sitting next to each other, saying, and in the picture they are both sitting the exact same way with their leg crossed and their hand on their other hand. So Don posted, you know, why are you copying me? And then Brie Larson came back saying, you know, I just want to be just like you. And that was, you know, just the end of it. That was the entirety of this tweet exchange. And however, people on the internet in 2019 decided to take it to a whole new level and start retweeting and reposting all these different pictures of War Machine and Captain Marvel together in and off the screen, and they've just taken it beyond what it originally was. And what I think is kind of funny is that before Endgame actually came out, everybody was picking up on the fact that Don Cheadle seemed the most annoyed when in interviews with Brie Larson. You know, it was like all the time. You could just see it all over his face. There was just constant frustration with her, essentially. Where do I think I have to go back. But I want to take Route 9, don't I? So it's interesting that now, you know, the internet's flip switching and saying, oh, Don Cheadle and Brie Larson, like, forever. But, and it's also interesting to me how that's become one of the biggest stories out there. Although it's not entirely as big as the other story, which was the fact that Martin Scorsese, who earlier this year made this big fuss over the fact that he said that Marvel movies were not actually cinematic enough. They weren't real cinema. And the whole, internet obviously was hating on him because everybody loves Marvel movies anymore. But for Christmas, his daughter actually posted a picture of how she trolled him by wrapping all of his gifts in Marvel-themed wrapping paper, which... That's like my level of trolling. That's what I mean, anybody who knows me personally, that's exactly what I would do. I think that's amazing. So, and I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when he got those gifts. Because he was pretty passionate about the fact that he didn't believe Marvel was legitimate, as a cinematic experience. Which is, I mean, it's to each their own, but it's just funny nonetheless that his daughter pulled something like that on him. I mean, it's kind of sad that there aren't more serious stories coming out from Marvel. I know that there's a lot of things that are all being cooked up right now in the Marvel Universe. So many things, actually. And I think we're going to start getting our first taste of that when Black Widow comes out this upcoming spring, which I'm really excited for. But it'll be kind of ironic in a sense that a character who's already dead will be having a prequel movie that's going to come out before the events of her death. But then I'm assuming that this movie is going to set up the events of a couple of movies to come, which is pretty cool. It's a cool way to twist that story around. Black Panther. I said Black Widow. There will be another Black Panther movie coming out, though, eventually.
And a Spider-Man movie.
A Spider-Man movie, too?
Yeah.
Yep, the third Spider-Man movie will be coming out also. And that one will be really fun. There's a lot of rumors swirling around about what that one could involve. What?
I want the Spider-Man movie on candy.
Oh, I was not paying attention, and I read that as a totally different Pokemon than Lantern.
I did.
I should have just kept my cone out. Well, let's see what... I mean, this will probably be fine.
He said Fireball.
That was Shadow Ball.
He said Rock Slick. It's a round hook.
Alrighty then.
Dad.
It's Lantern. You are correct. You really are.
Dad.
Yeah?
I'm happy for this.
For lunch, you mean?
I'm happy for lunch.
I'll have to double check on the menu. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. And I'm almost done with. I'll be done with this stream here in just a little bit, and then I will be moving on to making lunch. Let's just switch it back out with him.
Chocolate pancakes.
Chocolate pancakes.
Yeah.
What?
And honey.
And honey.
Yeah.
What for lunch? Isn't that breakfast? Isn't that a breakfast item?
Yeah. I'm eating.
We do have some leftover waffles that I could probably heat up.
I want leftover waffles and honey and the chocolate.
And I am realizing, it's crazy how fast time goes when you really start diving into these streams. It's already been an hour, almost, it has been an hour. Which is generally how long I like to stream for, but I'll probably stream at least for a little bit longer until I get out of this route. I originally was planning on talking about Star Wars a little bit with the Rise of Skywalker. Not wanting to divulge any spoilers. I really, obviously people probably still haven't had the opportunity to watch that movie yet. But just kind of talk about my overall feelings where I think that the franchise as a whole is going to be heading to. And I really do feel like the Rise of Skywalker set that up. They really did set up a lot of where things are going to be moving towards. And it's not bad. It definitely isn't. I mean, I have nothing but you know, hope for the future of Star Wars, actually. And part of that, too, comes from the fact that they don't really want to... Yes, you're correct. They don't really want to continue, or they aren't fully set on continuing their trilogy routine of making 3 movies that are connected together, you know, and having that constant format moving forward. And I think that'll be good, because then they can kind of bounce around if they want to. They don't have to stick to the same story for 6, 7, 8 years. They can make one movie that's over here, and then another one that's over here, and another one that's over here, and then they can keep telling a lot of these stories, but on more of a micro level, I feel like. Because honestly, I think that's one of the biggest things that's hindered Star Wars, has been the fact that when they do this trilogy, there's so many things they want to add in, but they don't have time to add into the overall arching storyline. So I feel like, you know, if they were able to, kind of like Pokemon, if they were able to spread it out differently, they'd be able to actually include more of the things they want to include and go more in depth with developing these characters and these plot lines and everything else too. But, you know, it does seem like they are going to be diving into some new territory when it comes to the future of Star Wars, as far as where they're taking the Jedi, where they're taking the Sith, where they're taking a lot of these characters that we've known and loved, not only since the beginning of the entire saga, but also the ones that have been introduced in the most recent movies. It's going to be really cool. Let's see, Drill Peck is 80 with 100% accuracy, and it's 120, but it also hurts the user. Ah, the mortal struggle always. Do I choose the move that's more powerful but hurts myself in the process? If I had another move I could get rid of. Maybe I'll get rid of Swagger. Swagger's useful, but I don't use it that often. Yeah?
Now what? Where go?
No, not right now. I'm going to finish up this stream here in just a couple minutes when I'm done with this route, and then I'm going to make lunch, alright? No.
I got it.
Alrighty. Moving on. Hey, Duck, how's it going? Welcome to the stream right at the end of the stream. Been streaming for an hour now. Where were you? Sleeping? What?
Snowing jump?
What?
A snowy jump?
Snowy Jim? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, he's saying Snowy Jim.
He's an ice jump.
Interesting.
He's an power jump.
So this isn't the way you go, is it?
Yes, he's going to leave me alone.
I can't go across water yet.
He is.
So... was I supposed to get my bike? My bike enhancement back in this town?
Yeah.
You have to go to the cafe to meet Sonya. Oh, see, sometimes I get a chatting, and I don't pay attention to the dialogue.
He's frozen too.
Where is this cafe? Here we go. Oh, wait, no, that's the restaurant. This place? Okay. Thank you, Mike, for saving my skin on that one.
He's in a Jimmy John.
That's not Jimmy John's. I've been trying to find out more about the Darkest Day and the Sword and Shield Pokemon, but still no luck.
Then the mug of Jimmy John's coming out.
Wait, hold on. No, wait, what's this? The heroes look sad, and where are the Sword and Shield? What was the meaning of this picture? Perhaps when their duty was completed, they went into some kind of sleep? Based on the statues we saw back in Stoneside, the sword and the shield were actually 2 Pokemon, right? That's right, that's my take on it at least. You remember the Pokemon we met that day? Do you think it could have been one of them? Either the sword or the shield Pokemon? You met them? Come on, you know what I'm talking about, right, Prof. Noki? Exactly. The mad Pokemon we ran into in the fog. Don't you think that could have been it? Oh, that's right. You lot have been in the slumbering weld. I only started on this journey because my gran told me to, but this is turning to be too much fun. You've got to tell me more. How about we discuss this over a meal? Go on. What do you want? What do you want to eat? Let's get our orders in. We're not gonna... Okay. Fascinating. Alright, the next thing to do now that we're done eating is to have a look around Circester. Let's inspect the hero's bath. So I forgot to save last night. You forgot to save last night, Jeff? What do you mean you forgot to save? There's autosave. It'll save for you. The hero's bath. They say this is where the 2 heroes came to soothe their wounds after the battle to bring down the evil presence long ago. Nowadays, only Pokemon really use the hero's bath, though. Who exactly were the heroes that bathed here? I think I'll have to look into that. You 2 met a mysterious Pokemon back in the slumbering well. Perhaps you 2 can become new heroes. What? Like some hero waving around a sword and shield? Pull the other one. Though, I guess I'd fancy a shield if I had to take my pick. Go figure. What kind of battle do you think the heroes had back then? Why don't we show her, Prof. Noki? Think we can pull off a real heroic battle? Sonia treated us to a great meal. After that curry, I feel like I've got the energy to wrestle a beware. Don't entirely understand your reasoning, but I might just as well see what you can do. I'll heal up your Pokemon for you, Prof. Noki, so give it your best. Alright. So I'll finish off by battling Hop then, kicking his little hop butt. Looks like he has shoulder issues also. I don't have shoulder issues, I injured my shoulder. Alright. Mike, I will say, who knows, maybe, just maybe, they were bad at the game, but they were in that stream with no vanity and just happened to get that G-Max Gengar, and because they're bad at the game, they have absolutely no knowledge of how amazing that Gengar really is or something. I don't know. That's my only explanation. My brain's like, yeah, why would somebody claim to be bad at the game but then give you a level 100 shiny G-Max Gengar? Like... Especially since it checks out and it's a totally legitimate Gengar. I just don't understand. They would have to be bad at the game to trade that away to you, honestly. Like, that's a rare Pokemon. Aw, I was hoping you would hit me. Use a move. Oh. My strategy's not working right now. I might as well just Pyro Ball it. I mean, either that or the guy was just in the most amazing Christmas spirit and wanted to gift you some, you know what I mean? Like, just really awesome. Like, yeah? What did I know? Cheese puffs? We don't even have cheese puffs.
Bread.
Breadsticks?
Yeah.
But if we're having waffles, then we don't eat breadsticks. We could have maybe some apples with lunch. You want up here, Scooty? What? Oh gosh. There's a good boy, aren't you? There you go, Wolfer. There you go, Wolfer. What do you think I should use, huh? Drum beating? Scooty, Scooty. I love you too. Yes, I do. I love you too, Scott. Alright, and with that, I think I have defeated Hop. Haven't I? Oh no, Corviknight. Still got a Corviknight. So I'll just make quick work of him. Yes. You're a good boy. I know. Well, hello there, Evil Tires. Welcome back to the stream. I am towards the end of it, but still nice to see you. Scout says hello to everybody as well here, my little Mr. Woofers. Just beat Hop, I think. No, he still has a Pincurchin. Okay. Pincurchin's just electric, isn't it? I think so. I don't actually know. I've never encountered a Pincurchin. We'll find out. Hopefully it's not a water. So at least it looks like it's not a water. Jeez, man. Be careful, Scout. Such a baby sometimes. He'll be scratching himself and do. Don't know if he's gonna use an attack first. Yes, he is.
No, he doesn't.
He just did. Now, hopefully, I'm not fully paralyzed. Well, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. It isn't. It didn't. It doesn't. It won't. Oh no, no, Cinderace! Oh no, Cinderace! Alright, so I'm just going to switch out real quick, like, with Hellfire. Do it. Do it. Try using Body Slam on me now, Snorlax. Oh, that's right. You can't. Oops. I totally bumped my Joy-Con as I was moving my hand up. I did not mean to do that. Look at me talking crap over here, and then he's over here like, oh, I've got Crunch. See how you like that. You think you're all good and stuff. Alright, let's use Inferno and wrap this up. What? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Gonna knock me right out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alrighty then. You say, and you're not supposed to. Alright, so let's just try to see if I can finish this off then with Psychic. Yeah. That's what I thought. Woo! I've defeated Hop again. I still can't beat you, my true rival, but I think I'm starting to see the light. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Thanks, you two gave a right proper battle. At that rate, you both are going. Even the unbeatable Leon may be in trouble. So what's next, you two? I plan to look into things in the Slumbering Well. I'm going to keep challenging that gym. And once I get that gym badge, I'll be heading for Route 9 to take on Spikemuth next. Sounds like a plan. Seems like he finally shook off that gloom. Leon'd worry if Hop wasn't feeling alright. As his rival, you wouldn't like it either, right? See ya. I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I'm just going to whoop his butt every time I see him anyway. Alright, so I'm going to go down here and heal, and then I'm going to end the stream for today. I really appreciate you guys joining me once again and trying out this different discussion format. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it or not, or if I'll just keep doing live streams separate from my discussions. That way, you know, I can still focus on the things I want to talk about. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I really like doing these live streams, though. I really love talking with you guys and having the chat going. And once I've actually finished with the storyline here in Pokemon Sword, I plan to do Shiny hunting and Gigantamax hunting. I also have a whole library of other Nintendo Switch games I plan to dive into on different streams. Right now on Fridays, so the next time I stream will be Friday. Tomorrow, I am doing Friday fun streams where the whole family is going to sit down. We're going to draw from a hat at random from all of the games that I have. And whatever we pick, we're going to end up streaming here live for you guys, which is a lot of fun. I tried it out last week and it turned out great. So I'd like to keep doing that. Otherwise, stay tuned on Saturday. I have a card collecting video coming your guys' way. I'll be opening up some more packs of trading card game cards. And then on Sunday, I'll have my news with Noki. And then on Sunday, I'll break down what's to come next week for my channel. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining me for today's stream and discussion. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and it keeps you guys up to date on all the content that I put out every single day. Yeah? No, let's not make a big mess before I make lunch, okay? Because lunch won't take long. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you again for coming. Addison says hello and goodbye.
Goodbye.
And hope you guys have a great day. Oh. And one last thing. Before I forget, because Mike saying bye just reminded me. Make sure you check in the description down below for all the links to my social accounts, including my new link to my Discord account, where you can join in, and I'll have, you know, a whole free open discussion where you can stay in touch with me, you know, often. I'm on there pretty frequently, so. Either way, that's the last thing I wanted to finish off with, so have a good day. By itself, yeah. With the rotation of the Earth.